Hi there. Welcome back to Distinct Worlds. I'm Chris.
I'm Jen.
And on this episode, we're going to cover the top 5 things that we've never done at Walt Disney World, but are doing on this upcoming trip. So we're a little under 2 weeks away now. This should be getting posted up this week. So this is things obviously we've never done. We've thought about it, or we've heard about it. And this trip we go, hey, we've got time, we can go and do weird things, like check things off a list. So
we're always looking for new things to do.
We are. We don't like to get into the same trap of doing the same thing every time. I must see Main Street Electrical Parade.
Well, I mean, we do certain places.
Yes.
Often.
Right.
But we do sometimes switch it around.
Correct. So, for instance, our first item
is Victorian Alberts in the Queen Victoria's room. Now, on most of our trips we do go to Victorian Alberts, but this will be the first time in the Queen Victoria's room.
Yeah, what intrigued us about it was it is a smaller room. It is a separate dining reservation from, say, the regular main dining room.
Or the chef's table.
Or the chef's table. Chef's table you just got to call. But yeah, it's an interesting one because, one site said that it seats 8 people. I've seen photos that it looks like 10 to 12 people, but they're all 2 tops. I don't see any 4 tops in there. But anyways, we wanted that experience, so we're doing it actually.
And that would be a lot of fun, and I just bought a new dress today just for the occasion. I didn't need to buy a new dress, but I figured it was about time, so I'll have a new dress.
And I don't know what it looks like, so it's a surprise for me. The second item
is mainly for Yehaw Bob. We have not ever seen him. We have heard about him. So we're very curious. He looks like he's very fun and entertaining, and so we'd like to be there live and in person to listen to the man, laugh at the jokes, and enjoy the music.
Exactly. Next up on our list is something that we're actually really looking forward to. It's in my favorite park. I don't know if it's your favorite park.
It's so beautiful at that park. I mean, just beauty-wise and theming, I think it's my favorite park, but food-wise still goes back to Epcot.
Yeah, but we are actually doing the Backstage Tales at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, we do try to take tours every now and then. We don't do them every trip, but we try to. I know one of the tours we'd like to take in the future, maybe the steam trains at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, that is one that is on the list at some point. It's not on this trip.
No.
But
it was going to be, and then shuffling around, it just didn't quite work out.
So we went Backstage Tales, and this is actually going to be a fun one. It allows us to get backstage and more up close and personal with the animals than, per se, the Wild Africa Trek or the Animal Kingdom Lodge Safari.
Well, and I think it'll be interesting just the actual in-depth care and feeding and stuff. Like, you may not actually get to see them, but you'll be like walked and talked through that, and so that's going to be really interesting too. So I find like if you're an animal lover and you love learning all that stuff, I think this will be a great tour for that.
Exactly. So what else are we looking forward to?
Well, we plan our trips around where we're drinking and where we're eating, or where we're eating and where we're sometimes drinking. So in this case, we do plan on trying to get to some of the different lounges we've never been to before. Of course, we'll be visiting some old favorites, but we want to get to like Trader Sam's or Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, that sort of thing. So we're really looking forward to those. I know those are more about the theming. The drinks should be good, but definitely more about the theming. So those would be great. Just, it's always good to try something new. So
correct. I think even our first full day that we're there, after brunch, I think we were planning on like the Gurgling Suitcase.
We've never been there before. I mean, we've eaten at Olivia's, but just never made it over to the Gurgling Suitcase.
Yeah, so that's that. And then, in the same token of, trying different lounges, we're actually trying different dining. Aside from V&A's Queen Victoria room, we're doing like the Be Our Guest for breakfast and dinner. We've done the lunch.
Yeah, we did that a couple of trips ago.
And it was okay. I just want to see what was available for the breakfast and for the dinner.
Yeah, because the dinner, of course, is different because it's that whole sit-down thing, and that'll be kind of... If you'd like, you can order an adult beverage for that meal. And for Cinderella's Royal Table, I've eaten there a long time ago for dinner. We were there a couple of years ago for the villain takeover dessert thing. But he is not actually like eaten there. So.
Right. So I managed to secure us a reservation. It was actually kind of a very last minute, hey, let's pick this, within our 90, was it 180 days? 90
yeah,
days?
You're just like, well, let's see what happens. If we get it, we get it. If not, we choose something else.
And I managed to get in, and I was really ecstatic. This harkens back to when we were first started dating. I ran a website called tunefinder.com, and it was for people who wanted to find the meet and greet characters at the different parks. And
that included dining.
And we actually tried to get into Cinderella's Royal Table.
But at that time, it was very difficult.
It was.
I think it was because that's when all the princesses were still there, before they've, branched out to Norway, before they decided to start visiting Epcot.
Yeah. So, but now, I don't have the site anymore, but... it's always fun to partake in a character meal every once in a while.
Oh, you gotta see, because we have friends who have children, and sometimes they ask us, hey, where's a good place to go? Or we have friends who also like seeing the characters, and so they ask us about these things. So that's part of the other reason why we do these, is to make sure that, we're trying to give a fairly accurate account of what we're telling them. If we haven't been to a place in a while, we'll definitely tell them that. But if it's a place that, this, we haven't been to or something like that, we'll tell them that. We tell them we heard it's good, we're not sure, and at some point we try to put that on the list of places to go.
Right. So at some point, I guess we need to go back to Crystal Palace.
Yes, because that's been a really long time since we've been there.
And the Chef Mickey's and
those
types we need to go visit again at some point.
Cape May.
Yeah, Cape May.
Yeah, there's just a lot of them that we need to revisit.
It's been a while.
Never visited. So that is our top 5. However, we did have a couple of honorable mentions.
Yeah, one of them actually is Enchanted Tales with Belle. I've never seen. I don't think you've ever seen it. We've only seen clippings from different YouTube videos from obviously the other Disney vloggers out there, and for me, I'm more intrigued by the doorway. The engineer in me wants to see it live, so I can I think I have an idea of how it works.
It's a magic doorway. What do you want? It's magic! He really needs to get over that. I myself am looking for the storytelling. I like that aspect. Of course, the magic door is cool. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the storytelling, the interactive parts and stuff like that. So that's what intrigues me. I want to see the wardrobe. I think the wardrobe's a very underrated character, and I'm glad she gets to make an appearance here.
But you open her up and take things out of her. That's
she's
kind of disgusting.
She's a wardrobe. In the movie, she's giving you things out of her. I just love Joanne Worley. I remember her old Disneyland special. I think it was the Believe That You Can, or something like that. And she was singing, someday my prince will come. Yoo-hoo, Princey, come here, boy. So that was, really, I'm serious. Yes, I am that crazy. I remember these weird things. Anyway, one last honorable mention. Now, this is something I have seen many years ago. It was on a trip with my mom. However,
I've never seen it at Walt Disney World. I've seen video of it over the years. and that is Fantasmic. I have seen the one at Disneyland. It's been almost 20 years since I last saw it, but I have seen it. I had not seen the update to it on our at Disneyland before it went down to when they closed the river to build Star Wars Land. So I want to go in going, okay, I remember this, and I want to compare the two. I'm curious. You know, I know there's a debate that which one's better. I don't care. You know, it's entertainment for me.
It's true. It's true. And unlike, you know, Disneyland's kind of like this big show that used what was there for this, obviously for this Fantasmic. This was built specially for this show.
Correct.
So that's always fun-filled and exciting. And I think partially for me, for Fantasmic at Disney World, is that they have entertainers in the arena before the show to help entertain the guests, whereas we don't really have that here at Disneyland.
Correct.
At least last night I looked.
Right. There is one more special mention, but I can't discuss it because it's a surprise for her. I had something up my sleeve, and I'm holding it pretty close to the vest right now.
Yes.
There's I think maybe 3 people, except for the cast member that helped me arrange it, that are aware of what's happening.
And no, I have not tried to figure out what it is, because to me, I'm like, it's like Christmas. It's supposed to be a surprise, so I am going to be surprised.
So there is going to be a video posted up on that day. It will get... I have to do a recording when she's not around and going, shh, this is what we're going to do. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. So, yeah. So that's what, you know, our top 5 things, plus a few extras, that we've never done at Walt Disney World and are really looking forward to doing in a couple weeks.
And if there are things that you think that we should try or wonder if we've ever experienced before, please put it down in the comments below and we'll try to get those answered. And if you like this video or some of our other videos, please subscribe and like.
Thumbs up.
Woohoo!
You can only do 1 though.
Yeah, no, not 2.
Yeah.
Cha-ching! Oh, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.